perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will have first crack at this one. Purdue somehow engineered a close victory the last time they faced the Hoosiers.
They dug deep. They had some good play calls, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the Jimmies and the Joes, and their players made it happen.
Well, and Purdue's dominated this series for a reason. They're typically the favorite. They have the better players, but rivalry games, we say anything can happen.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. With jet sweep pass. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Driver. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Driver. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what... do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road, that's impressive.
So Indiana's offense will take the field for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into... that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Quick spin on the run. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too, because he's also the guy that, when he had a lead on Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field, and took a picture in front of it saying Indiana was beating Ohio State.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Back to pass on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Looking for the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. They'll do the rest. They'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They march 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds a spot in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the move. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891, alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's got it on the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Boilermakers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes one man miss. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picks up the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. Can't get him to the ground. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Hoosiers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Indiana!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. It's complete on the right side.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
And you see it, Reese, in football. They just These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his feet. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Hoosiers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Oh, he's got room on the return. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
My goodness, you're backed up, just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Back to pass, it's Beasley. Right on the money. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him wide open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Boilermakers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got it! This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The 50, the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Nice move there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Beasley. They're working that left side.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Boilermakers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the marker. It's Barrow. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Boilermakers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got him. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looking to throw. Now rolling to the left. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what they're...
Touchdown, Purdue! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he's going to bring it out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Martin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Martin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Hoosiers are taking control of this game against the Boilers.
IU speeding away now. You can feel the momentum shifting towards Indiana's sideline. Purdue's got to do something now to get some of that back.
Oh, they can feel the bucket in their hands already. The rivalry game, they've done a great job handling their emotion, taking the lead. Now they just got to finish.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beasley. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On third down, going up top. Got him, and nobody's close. He's running free down the middle. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Makes a man miss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position, and here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Rides the back on the option to give. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Hoosiers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, throw the records out the window when Oregon and Washington fight to the finish. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the LCOM. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the shotgun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw, it's Beasley. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they're able to make the tackle.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. This offense has it with really good field position. Makes the grab on the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here we go, Zach. Looking for a man. It's Beasley. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
The Boilermakers will hustle to the line. It's on target and complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Beasley. He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. He's at the 50.